In this episode of Honor DIY, I want to show you how I made these food stand roof covers for these people at like a sports stadium. My mother asked me to do it, and I'm going to show y'all how I did do it. To get into it, these are the materials I used. You can use any kind of fabric you want. This is the fabric they wanted me to use. So to start off, you basically are going to like go off this pattern here. Really big rectangles and two like pentagon triangle side pieces, which I figured out going off of a cover they had given me to use for reference, and they wanted the shape to be like. So yeah, I got a flamboyant piece. I measured it out, the like pentagon triangles and just the shape of the rectangles. And once I got all the measurements I needed, I'm just gonna start by tracing them out. I'm gonna start with the end pieces because those are a bit more difficult, not too difficult, but I'm gonna start with them. And then I just like looked at it, seam allowance, side length, measure, seam allowance, all that. And then I just, see you got that little pentagon triangle. I just measured it out and cut out that shape. Four sides will be sewn into, the bottom won't. And one thing to note is that the like pentagon triangles aren't really pointed. They have more of a rounded top. Definitely had to make sure of that. You see there, when you sew around, you gotta like have a curve more than just a point. But anyway, that's just how I get them. They also wanted me to make a red one too, so you'll be seeing a red one throughout this video as well. So I'm making two of them. But yeah, basically, here's the roof of a blue piece, and then flip it out, there's the red one. And now since I'm making two of these, and there's two pieces, I gotta cut out another of each color. So like, there's me just putting the red one on another of the red fabric, and just cutting it out, and then that's done. Now it's onto the body pieces, which are just the big rectangles. And since the fabric was longer this way, horizontally, I just decided to fold it down like this. Like this fabric is just folded in half horizontally. You can see here. And it has these serge edges all around, but I want those to stay at the bottom because I'm eventually going to cut one side. And while this won't be perfectly in half in length, I'm still just going to cut it up eventually. It's like I cut it a bit shorter, but not too short. But anyway, here's me cutting it a little short and then having the measuring tape be exactly almost the same length. I'm just going to mark both sides at the right length. And then once I have both sides marked at the right length, I can just basically make a straight line across. See there? There's the line, and I'm going to cut across from the red and the blue. And then basically I'll take both of them each and cut out another piece again. Like there's me doing it for the red. And then see I got four pieces now. The red and the blue, all of them right there. Make sure I got them right. And the next thing I did was, same for the red, like I said. Two for the red. And then just the next thing I'm going to do is just sew them together now. Since I got like four pieces for each now. For sewing, basically starting with the pentagon triangles, since those would be more complicated. You definitely want to like mark the topmost point when the body pieces are folded and the triangle is folded. You see there? Like at the point, the topmost fold. Because then you can line them up easy that way. And sew them together first. I would definitely start with that on the pentagon triangles since it'll be centered. And then you can also just start on the sides too to help it also be centered. Those little 6-inch sides, I'll definitely sew those after the point. And then you can see after you got the side sewn and the like edge of the triangle, like the top of the triangle, then you can just go across the whole way here. It'll help it be centered for sure now. That's why I would definitely recommend doing it that way for ever like putting pieces together to help them be centered. As you can see there, zoom out now. I got them all the way across after I just got the sides in from the point. And then just the body, it's just way easier. Just line those up in the middle and then the sides, and sew the sides at the end, and just make your way all the way across. And after you do that for the like two body pieces, after you sew the triangles on each of them, it's done, honestly. Like here's the completed blue one now. Got the completed blue one, got the completed red one, and those are pretty much, just how you create the bodies or bases covers. But these things also have Velcro on them, so I have to have Velcro, as you can see here. There's Velcro like near the end pieces, on the end pieces, in the middle. Basically like 10 pieces. I had to measure where they each go on the pentagon triangles, next to the pentagon triangles. Basically I measured from their seams, from their like closest seams. That'll be easier. The middle seams only have it on one side, so I definitely had to mark where that goes to make sure I get the Velcro placement right. And then after that, basically, I just marked all places where Velcro goes on both of them. There's 10 pieces for each, so I had to sew 20 pieces. I'm going to use this Velcro here, and I just sewed it all on, measuring the length of the Velcro, trying to place it right on the chalk lines, and all around. Took some, but it was okay though. 20 pieces each, but after that, now the Velcro is just added to both of them, the red and the blue. Next thing, oh, my little kitty. I love that cat. But the next thing is this edge rope they also wanted me to add. I just like bought this like rope here with like these stringy edges from Hobby Lobby, I think. And then basically I'm just sewing them all around the edges of both of these pieces. Like, see, here's the red one. See how I got that sewed on? I'm gonna basically just go all the way around with it. All the way around this huge ass fucking blanket. But anyway, that's what I just do with it. I come all the way back around and I just use a strong stitch to put them together if I ever have a separation. And after that, they were done. And so here's some pictures my mother took of them. This is how they turned out. Looks cool. They didn't turn out exactly perfect as I'd hoped, but they still look good. They were happy, and I was happy with them too. I like doing this. I'm always open to requests, and it was just nice to do. That's what I do. But thanks for watching it.